So we're going to be testing the different tracks of the body. So we have like your ALS, your DCML, and your cortical tracks. So starting with the ALS track, we have like sharp dull testing. So what we can do with that is to use like a, you can undo a paper clip. So there's a little pointy side and then a dull side. And you would just kind of tap the patient with their eyes closed and see if they could feel the sensation, and then if they could tell whether that's a sharp or dull sensation. So I am going to kind of use this on your arms. Can you feel this okay if I were to tap here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what about on this side?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, you can have your hands out. I'm just going to tap this around your arms. You shut your eyes, just let me know if you feel a sharp or a dull sensation.
Okay. Dull. Sharp. Dull. Sharp. Dull. Sharp. Sharp.
Good. All right. So then we can also do like a crude touch or like a gross pressure sensation. So this would just be where I would grab like the wrist and just see if she could feel that overall gross sensation. So what I'll just do is if you just close your eyes, I'm just going to kind of apply some pressure and just let me know if you can feel that, okay?
Okay. Yes.
Do you feel my hand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's good. So then we'll move into the DCML tract. What we'll do with that is we'll do some light touch. So if I have a little cotton ball over here, what I'll do with this is I'm just going to lightly tap around the arms and just see if she can feel the light touch. So I have a cotton ball. Do you feel this kind of sensation on your leg?
Yes.
All right, so what I'll do is I'm just going to tap this around your arm. Let me know if you can feel it. Okay, so shut your eyes for me.
Yes. 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 Yes.
All right, perfect. Okay, so we can also do vibration testing. We don't have a tuning fork here, but in that sense, I would just kind of hit the fork on the table or my hand to get it vibrating, and then I would place that on the joint, and then just see if she can feel any kind of vibrations from that. Then we also can do some proprioception testing. So that would be where, like with the finger, we would move that, and she would just tell me which direction her finger is moving, or like where the in position is. So if I were to have your finger here, so you can close your eyes, I'm just holding the sides of her finger so I'm not kind of influencing with pressure which way I'm pushing it. So if you close your eyes for me, tell me which direction your finger is in. Is it up or down?
Up. Down. Down.
Okay, good. So then we can kind of go into more kinesthesia testing with that. So in that sense, what we could do is if I can have your arm, we would kind of do the same thing, but we would do it as it's moving. So instead of me stopping at the end and saying what position, it would be what position am I moving your arm. So in this sense, can you close your eyes for me?
Mm-hmm.
Which way am I moving your arm? Is it up or down?
Up.
What about now?
Down.
What about now?
Down.
And last one?
Up.
Good. So if a patient was nonverbal or they weren't able to say those words, what they could do is they could mimic that with the other side. So if I was to do this and I would say, can you close your eyes? I'm going to move your arm. Can you mimic that motion with this arm?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go. Just like that. And that's all of them for the DCML. We can go into and test the cortical tract now with stereognostic testing. So for this, we would give a patient like a really small familiar object they could hold in their hand. And then just with their eyes closed, they would feel around to see if they could tell what that object was. So can you close your eyes for me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you an object. Can you tell me what this is?
That is a paperclip.
Yes, good job. Okay. And then we can also do some graphesthesia testing, which is kind of where I would draw a number, a letter, or a symbol that's familiar to the patient in their hand, and then they would tell me what that is. But when I do it, I would make sure that I'm drawing whatever it is towards the patient. That way there's no miscommunication about what I'm drawing. The patient knows what I'm doing. So can you hold your hand out for me and close your eyes? I'm going to draw a letter. Can you tell me what letter this is? A. Yes. Perfect. The next thing we can do is like a 2-point discrimination. We don't have that kind of equipment here, but what it is I would take a part of the body and I would place the points on the skin, and it would start it as 1 point. With the patient's eyes shut, I would slowly open the points, so there's 2, and the patient would let me know when they start feeling 2 points. So whatever that value is of when the distance of when they can feel 2 instead of 1, I would compare that to the uninvolved side and then the normative values for that. We can also do extinction testing. So in a healthy patient, what would happen is I would come and I would say, I'm just going to touch your shoulders. Can you let me know what side I'm testing? Yes. Can you close your eyes for me? Good. So that would be normal. In a patient that has an affected extinction, what would happen is when I touched both sides at the same time, they wouldn't feel the involved side. So if her right side here was involved and I did that, she wouldn't feel her right side. However, if I were to test just the right side and I place my arm here, normally with what's going on, she would feel this. But if I were to test here and here on the involved side, she would only feel the more proximal touch. She wouldn't feel down here at distal, more distal than that. And the last thing that we can do is more of like a tactile localization testing. So that would just be where I would touch the patient, and they would be very specific about where that is. So what body part, and then left or right. So I'm just going to kind of touch around your shoulders and your arms. Can you let me know where I'm touching and what side? Can I be specific? Yes. Can you shut your eyes for me? Right forearm. Left upper forearm. Right shoulder. Right wrist. Left lower elbow area.